the best way to talk about that is you got to understand that architectural photographers, even though it sounds great, we're commercial photographers. It's a business, right? You got to, and I chose it because I thought that's the one thing I can do to make money that I'm gonna enjoy. And so you got to get the work and you got to shoot it right. And I realized early on that your job is to make these architects that you work for, make them famous, make their building look so good that it's going to go on the cover of a magazine, win an award. Just, you know, they're going to grow and you're going to grow with them. And you're kind of like a product photographer for very large objects, right? And there's a series of tropes of looks. The fundamental one is that all the buildings have to be upright. All the verticals have to be parallel. And that's why the camera with all the funny tilts and shifts on it. So there's one, but then there's a whole bunch of lighting kind of schemes. It's the raking light. Another one is called Magic Hour. That's where the blue dusk sky matches the yellow windows. So it's kind of like a symphony of blue and gold, you know, with a bunch of color schemes that you had to learn. You had to be a good printer because back in the 80s, architects, half of our sales were making prints. I had my own color darkroom and we would do a shoot for a couple $1,000 and then we'd sell $2,000 worth of prints on top of that. So that was a big leveler. By the way, that all ended in 1991 when Canon invented the color laser copier. And instead of ordering 25 prints, the architect would order one and lay it on his copier and copy it, right? And it was devastating to our income. And we had a meeting in New York City with all the best photographers in the country, because this is happening to all of us. It was Hedrick Blessing, Ezra Stoller, Tim Hersley, Steve Rosenthal, Nick Wheeler, all these big names, right? And we sat around saying, we've got copyright. We'll sue them. They can't copy our pictures. That's horrible. And Steve Rosenthal memorably said, "Let's see now. I don't think I'm going to sue the Architects Collaborative since they're pretty much sending my kids to college." And so I think the reason it's a good story is that we took the digital hit. We were the first ones in 91, you know, and then a couple of years later, it was Napster, and there goes the music business, right? And my friends I meet at coffee are doctors and lawyers, and I said, "You guys are next. You know, you're gonna get commodified,